we're throwing it back today to what we used to do on this channel. You ask me questions and I answer them. What's up everyone, and welcome back to another Q&A video. It's been a minute since we've done one of these videos, so I'm excited to be bringing them back. These are my favorite videos to make because it allows our community to come together to make this channel even more interactive. We'll be discussing some topics from the past, like management consulting, workweek hours, along with new ideas where I give a rundown on prestigious firms like Accenture, so be sure to stick out till the end of this video. Before we get into it, I've got to thank you for all your contributions on this channel and the impact you've made on me. It's been almost 2 years since I created this channel, and I'm grateful for everyone who watches my videos. I'm humbled by the hundreds of people I've helped one-on-one through my website ryanrafi.com, as well as just through these videos. If you want to land an offer at a top firm like the MBB or Big Four, invest in yourself and schedule some time on my website to speak more. If you enjoy these Q&A videos, then be sure to drop a like before we jump into it to show your support. But with all that being said, let's get into your questions. Please keep in mind, if you left a question on this channel and I haven't responded yet, I still love you. I'm either planning on making an exclusive video based on the demand of that question, or will comment on your question in that video itself. Getting started, the first question comes from my video on how to get into management consulting. Sebratsan asked how to recruit from non-target schools. This is an awesome question. Not many know what they want to do when they're starting college, so thinking about applying to target MBB schools in high school isn't really practical. And if you did, well, kudos. You made Ryan very happy. But for the majority of us, including myself, we don't target consulting schools. Therefore, what can we do to stand out? The best thing you can do is, well, network. Networking is paramount to your success, not only to get into the firm, but even when you're there. It opens doors that didn't even exist prior. Build relationships with individuals to learn more about their role, profession, company culture, expectations, and whatever it is you'd like to learn about. But this is all surface level that I've spoken about in past videos. In case you're interested, I've linked a couple in the bio below. So, Ryan has to take it one step further. And why is that? Because networking alone sometimes just doesn't even cut it anymore. Of your network, you need to have people willing to go to bat for you when your resume is mixed in with the hundreds of other applicants. Referrals are critical to help you stand out. At that point, it won't even matter if you went to a target school or not, because you have someone at the firm willing to say, I know Ryan and I vouch for him. He'd make a good consultant at this firm and you have my word. But I will have to be honest and say that going to a non-target school will likely have you come across some barriers. To mitigate issues as someone not attending a target school for consulting, I'd encourage everyone to have a high GPA and some sort of previous consulting internships or work experiences that could speak for you on your resume and during your interview. For more advice on resumes, networking, or any other ideas I just spoke on, I've made extensive videos where I talk exclusively about these ideas, so be sure to check those out, all linked in the bio below. Sebratsan, I wish you the best of luck on recruitment and hope you land your dream offer. The second question we'll be discussing is a common one: consulting work hours. Celine commented on my video where I give the pros and cons of consulting. Spoiler, one of the cons is unfortunately the work hours. Consulting is a very demanding job with high expectations and quick turnarounds. You'll likely need to work flexible hours and sometimes burn the midnight oil to complete your work. For myself, I'll be honest in saying that while the majority of my weeks aren't super crazy busy, there have been times when I do work north of 12 hours a day. This just depends on deadlines, workload, people being out of office, additional work beyond the scope of your project, and just the rigor of the assignment itself. But you know what makes me feel better after a long day at work? Coming here to see that you like this video for the YouTube algorithm. But Celine, my video wouldn't be complete without giving you the consulting answer of, well, it depends. Every firm will have a different range, and each project you work on will have its up and down time. However, as a general ballpark estimate, it's safe to assume MBB consultants work more hours than their Big Four colleagues. MBB consultants range anywhere between 55 to 65 hours, whereas the Big Four consultants average 50 to 60 hours each given week. Whether or not you want to work those extra hours is entirely up to you, but I've made a video on this in the past to help guide your decision. When considering boutique firms, on the other hand, that number tends to vary between 40 to 60 hours per week, depending on the firm itself. Speaking speaking of boutique firms is a great segue into our third and final question on this video. Before we get into it though, I need to ask you a question. Have you subscribed to this channel already? I've noticed, unfortunately, more than 90% of you guys and girls have not subscribed. So, what are you waiting for? Click that button and subscribe right now. The third question comes from Mahfouz on my top boutique consulting firms. Mahfouz wanted to learn more about Accenture. Accenture is one of my favorite firms because it's in that cushion of not being in the MBB, but also not a part of the Big Four, so it's in its own world basically. Accenture is a leading boutique consulting firm with over 700,000 employees as of 2022 around the world. They contribute heavily in their digital transformation and technology consulting work, in addition to the brick and mortar strategy consulting work that's being done. It's one of the top 5 firms in annual revenue and are leaving a large footprint in this world. The firm specializes in many industries and are not set to only one industry or scope of work, despite being a boutique firm. Accenture entry-level consultants start out in America making a base salary of $80,000, excluding their signing and annual bonuses. With high compensation out of college also comes a high caliber of work and performance required. Of the consultants I've surveyed, as well as my breakdown for a confidential 2021 salary report, consultants tend to spend anywhere between 47 and 59 hours of work per week across all levels. Keep in mind, however, that the number of hours you'll be working has many different factors, so this number here isn't set in stone, hence the wide range. All consulting firms offer different opportunities, so if you'd like to make a more informed decision on where you'd like to work, I'd encourage checking out my other video I made recently or scheduling a one-on-one appointment on my website, ryanrafi.com, which I've linked in the bio below with promotions. But there you have it. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please do take a second to like, comment, and subscribe. It's through your continued efforts that I'm passionate to continue making these short videos to educate you on the world of consulting. Thanks again. Until next time.